beautiful souls, it's Tan here today with just a quick video as a kind of tutorial for how you guys can navigate the current series that we have on the channel that is based on the Zodiac Degrees and your Vision Key Bird Totem. That is a kind of a series talking about the overlap between astrology, human design, and the gene keys, because there's questions out there with how to figure out, what my Zodiac Degrees is, what gate do I have colored in my human design, and how do I even navigate my gene key. Because when I post these videos, I overlap the three of them, because they overlap, and there's like this golden thread that binds the three systems together. So I feel that nowadays one is incomplete without the other. But basically, if you get a notification or you're browsing and it pops up and it says gate 4, and then it says a title like forgiveness, and then it says Leo, and then there's a particular degrees. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? Okay, I want to walk you guys through this today. So basically, gate 4 is coming from human design. The human design gate number is going to be the same as the gene keys number. And then we have a zodiac degrees. This is the range of degrees for this particular zodiac sign. And if you have anything between those degrees, the videos would apply to you and they would correspond to human design gate 4 or gene key number 4. So I'll post a link in the description box below on how you can generate your natal chart, your human design body graph, and the gene keys. As you're going through this chart tutorial, you want to have the three charts out in front of you. So this is the astrology chart, the human design, and the gene keys chart. When you're looking at the astrology chart, you will see that the numbers next to particular planets are the degrees. So this particular chart, which is just a chart that I generated for the date of the discovery of Uranus, you can see that the sun was in Pisces, 23.09 degrees in Pisces. And in human design and in the gene keys, if there's anything in the range of Pisces from 22.37 degrees to 28.15 degrees, this is human design gate 36 and gene key 36. So it means if you have anything in Pisces, 22 degrees, it's going to fall under this particular gate and gene key. At 27.5 degrees, it will fall under this gene key and this human design gate. But if you have something at 21.5 degrees of Pisces, it won't fall in this human design gate and gene key. So as you can see, with regards to the human design body graph, the sun is going to fall under 36, gate 36. So the symbols on the left and right of the human design body graph shows the planets and the gates that it covers, as well as you can see that in the body graph itself, if a particular gate is highlighted darker, it means you have that gate activated through a particular planet. The numbers that come after the gate, this, for example, you can see it says 36.1 for the sun. The numbers show the line in human design, which don't worry about that right now because it's not a part of this particular series that we're having on the channel. But then you can see in the gene keys the number at the top which says life's work. That also is number 36 because your life's work is corresponds with the sun, and that is gene key number 36. So you can see how the archetype overlaps between all three systems. So this is basically how you can navigate this series that we have right now on the channel. So let's do another one. For example, this particular date, Venus falls at 2 degrees of Pisces. That is in correspondence with, we can see the gate number 55, that's colored in human design, as well as Venus is in gate 55, and then gene key number 55 pops up in the gene keys profile. So one thing that you'll notice is that astrology takes into consideration the degrees of the ascendant and the midheaven, which is not there in the other two systems. This is because, I'm not really sure why, but I feel that it's because it's of the mechanics of human design and the gene keys that it doesn't fit into the energy that's being exchanged between planets, because it's not a planet. It's an angle, but it's not a planet, and planets exchange energies, and therefore the energies are not being exchanged in this case with regards to the mechanics of the human design. So I feel it doesn't work in terms of human design mechanics, but it is still applicable when we're looking at astrology. So you may feel the energies of your ascendant as you go through this series, definitely, and your midheaven. But just keep in mind that the way it works with regards to its mechanics won't be the same as how it works in human design and the gene keys. So the other thing you'll notice in human design is that it has what is called an earth, which doesn't exist in astrology. So the second symbol down from the sun, which looks like a circle with a cross in the middle, that's the human design earth. And it's really simple because the earth is basically the point that is opposite the sun. So in this case, if this person has a Pisces sun at 23 degrees, the earth is going to be in Virgo at 23 degrees. It's the opposite axis. And even though this doesn't exist in astrology natal charts, it's really important to always consider the opposite point of your planet when it comes to astrology, because there are theories out there that there are actually 6 signs and 6 houses in astrology because of that opposition, because opposites offer a complement to the energy of its polarity. It's kind of like the yin and yang. It becomes one, a whole unit. So even though it's not showing up in the astrology natal chart, I feel like maybe in the future this can be incorporated in there just to give another perspective to the natal chart. Now, the other thing that human design and the gene keys considers, which is not existing in the astrology natal chart, is the unconscious birth information, which in human design is on the left. This red column is the unconscious planets and its gates that's activated. The unconscious planets, their positions are generated 3 months before your birth date. It's also in the gene keys. And the way to figure out what your unconscious birth date is that if you go to mybodygraph.com and you generate your human design body graph, on the right you can see that it's going to say design date UTC. That's the date 3 months before your birth date. So if this birth date is for the 13th of March, 3 months before that is the 16th of December. You want to convert this time into your local time, and you can even generate a natal chart based on your design date. Here's an example of the natal chart of the date 3 months before the 13th of March. So this is the unconscious natal chart. And you can see in the unconscious natal chart, the sun falls in Sagittarius, 22 degrees, 22.37 degrees to 28.15 degrees, which is in correspondence with human design gate 11 and gene keys gate 11. So therefore, when we go to the human design body graph, we can see that the sun falls in gate 11. And then we have gene keys gate 11 under the radiance gene key. Yes, so this is basically how you would navigate this particular series that I'm putting out. And I think that the best way to navigate it is using human design, but considering your ascendant just degrees as well as your midheaven degrees is also going to be important. So therefore, I'm going to kind of do a quick ranking of the significance of what you need to be looking for while you navigate the series. Is that the first, I think it's going to be your conscious sun and your unconscious sun, and the conscious earth and the unconscious earth, which if we look at human design, it's going to be the top 4 numbers. And in the gene keys, it's going to be the numbers that are in green on the edge of the circle. Your personal planets, any of your planets actually, would also be the next thing to be looking for, because that's going to appear from the natal chart, human design, and it's going to appear in the gene keys. North and south nodes, which is the human design and astrology, but it doesn't seem to appear in the gene keys. I'm not sure if there's a deeper kind of profile to that, something more in depth to the gene keys, but anyways, the north and south node would be important, as well as ascendant and midheaven, because that appears in astrology, even the descendant and the IC, although it may not appear in human design or in the gene keys. So yeah, that's basically how you can navigate the series, guys. I hope this video was a little bit helpful for you in terms of what you need to actually be looking for, which video you actually need to watch, and what exactly I am doing when I'm overlapping these 3 systems together. All right, well, Any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them if I can. That's it. Have a beautiful day, beautiful souls. Bye.